Big match at my house. I'll bring my guys. You have yours. I've got Junkyard Dog.
It's World Wrestling Federation Superstars.
I've got Brutus Beefcake. Here's Tori the Animal Steel. I've got Great Hammer Valentine. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Yeah, they're so real.
And Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Can you tell the difference? Wrestling Superstars, they're for real. Each sold separately from LJN. Yeah!
Here's a game about climbing up and sliding down. It's called Chutes and Ladders. You can land on something good, like rescuing a kitten in a tree.
Ah, you're going up, up, up the ladder.
Or land on Break the Cookie Jar. First one to climb to 100 wins. Chutes and Ladders really has its ups and downs, but mostly it's lots of fun. Chutes and Ladders is a Milton Bradley game.
Imagine a store where you can get the jeans you've always wanted. Now at Kids Incorporated at Meyer & Frank, you can. San Francisco riding gear with neat stitching on the back pocket, now in sizes for boys and girls. And nowhere in the whole world can you get those terrific Lawman Painter jeans except Kids Incorporated. Lawman, a real favorite, and right now for the first time ever at Kids Incorporated. Famous label jeans in kid sizes in Kids Incorporated at Meyer & Frank.
For everything under the tree.
Atari video computer system and game cartridges from Meyer & Frank. Now through Christmas, these cartridges and the video game system are specially priced. Easy to hook up and easy to play against a partner or one-on-one with the computer. Sports games, action games, thinking games, a wide selection to choose from, all specially priced through Christmas. Meyer & Frank, all stores.
For everything under the tree.
53 to nothing. This team could use some magic.
Bake the magic.
Open the door to a wonderful show.
With Pillsbury chocolate chip cookies.
Bake the magic of popping fresh dough. Hot chocolate chips when the other guys won. So chewy, ooey, gooey, they're a bunch of fun.
They tackled those cookies.
You can make magic, you know we did. With the magic of popping fresh dough.
Cleaning jobs is Snap with the Daisy Power Scrubber. Cleans upholstery, carpets, even grout and tile, and it's completely portable, now just $29.98. Send for the rebate, your final cost is just $26.98. It's another great season to shop at Fred Meyer.
Now, please pay attention. It's the latest thing, accurate to 100 feet in daylight or night.
Nice balance.
2 settings, narrow and wide beams.
Electronic sighting. Ingenious.
Obvious notion, actually. This is your star sensor. Registers up to 6 tags.
I hope it doesn't ruin the fit of my jacket.
Can't you take anything seriously?
Relax. It's only a game.
Laser tag. Available and moving at the speed of light.
Is the ale man? Who can he be? Who is the ale man?
He's Colin Ratsey, famous sail manufacturer, company president, ale man. A man with a thirst for a manlier brew. Day is done, the race is won. Now hear this, all hands on deck for enjoyment, and that could only mean ale, Ballantine ale. Ballantine, the ale man's ale. Bolder, keener, more to the point. The choice of 3 out of 4 ale men among all national brands. Let Ballantine make an ale man out of you.
Who is the ale man? He could be you. A man with a thirst for a manlier brew. 3 out of 4 men every time choose the bolder, keener tasting ale. Ballantine.
Presenting Chewel's Sugarless Gum with so much more flavor, people forget it's sugarless.
Where is the word sugarless?
Chewel's has such fabulous flavor, I forgot. It's easy to forget Jewels is sugarless. Compare Jewels to Carefree. Jewels has a delicious flavor center, and Jewels has 29% more flavor.
Hey, this Jewels tastes great, and it's sugarless, dummy.
Try Jewels. So much more flavor, you'll forget it's sugarless.
What up, cyberspace cadets, cyberfan, fanbots galore, people? What's going on? It's IRATE Prostate. It's Sunday. You know what that means? I'm excited. It means I'm over-caffeinated too, possibly. But it's Sunday, and that means it's time for ice cream. And you know, most people consider ice cream a treat, as you know, I used to, because I can't now because of certain things. But so to me, my biggest treat that I can get is hanging out and talking with somebody that I find interesting, somebody that I have a natural rapport with, and somebody, you know, I want to know more about. You know, I meet all these people on the internet, and you know, a lot of the people that follow them or look at their content or you know, view you know, group chats or group you know, videos, streams, you know, with these people, and they want, you know, they only see, you know, a certain aspect of their personality. You know, my whole idea was to kind of, you know, bring the person to the table and kind of, you know, look at them, you know, from a, you know, a multi perspective, right? From a cyclorama of perspective. I hope that makes sense. And this, all right. So today's guest is here. He was early, as a matter of fact, and I appreciate him for that. Last time we had there was a kerfuffle, and actually the stream that happened because of that ended up being pretty good too. So, you know, when life gives you lemons, your lemonades. If somebody doesn't show up for ice cream, hey man, I'll do some whipped cream. You know what I'm saying? I go with the flow. But so I met this guy a couple of months ago, and what I really love about him is that he's my people. You know, it's like Southerners will rip on each other all the time, but you know, if you know that red clay, and pine trees, and you know that pine pollen looks like yellow snow on certain days, and you sneeze your ass off, or you just you know, want to kick back and drink a beer, and you know, maybe go to a quarry and go swimming. You know, anyway, that's Southern stuff. All right, I know Yankees do that shit, but Southerners do it better. I'm just saying. And I get to, I guess, revel in my own personal Southern elitism with guys like this. And so I'm going to introduce him now. He's waiting. I'm trying to take time because usually I burn through these things, this part of the show, and you know, it's like, and people are like, "Just slow down, man, slow down." So, you know, I'm trying to. You know, I am who I am, and I am caffeinated. So that means, you know, it means what it means. And on that note, all right, so we're going to introduce our brother Nil. Greetings, sir.
Oh, the Southern is definitely about to come out.
We're going to sit on the veranda and have some mint juleps while we... that is
hey, where that sweet tea at?
That's right. Where Mama Sweet Tea at? That's right. I'm diabetic and I love it. Right? Everybody's diabetic in the South, man.
That's a death wish.
Yeah, right? Oh, man. Just, yeah. As a matter of fact, if you go to buy the ready-made sweet tea, this place at Wally World or someplace like that, there's usually this stuff called Milo's tea. And, and they're based out of where I live. So, and it's a Greek family that started with one burger joint, and And they have this really, really good hamburgers and really, really killer tea. The tea took off, man. People buy it by the gallon, literally by now. But all right, so all right, what we're going to do now is let's say hi to the chat, Nil. And if I miss somebody, you get them, okay? All right, we're going to start out with, of course, Mason Mopus. I salute you, sir. Shout out and tired. Welcome aboard, my brother. Of course, Nil is here. Ryan Walters, Shigrath, Becca Fairley, made me cry last night. Made me cry like a little bitch. God bless her.
Well, I mean, you had me and Tim both raging with your stream, so.
Well, it was a whole deal. I busted my chair, and Excel goes, "Well, why don't you put put a graph out there? What is that thing called? Where I'll just go ahead and we'll just go ahead and slip into this room and Wendell Liquor donates $2 and said, "Oh, it's covered up, and we don't need that." Oh, sorry, y'all. Just a little thing. All right, it was. Oh, sorry, y'all. Wendell Liquor. Wendell Liquor. When I say Johnny Bond, you say Socko. Johnny Bond. Johnny Bond. That's right. Thanks for the $2, man. All right. Did you hear that? Did you hear me?
Oh yeah.
Did that? Yeah, that circled through.
I think you missed Colleen there.
Yeah. No
people there.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Spittle. Hey, man. What's ma'am? Sorry. Colleen Bernier, of course. Last week, man, that was a special episode of Ice Cream. Had a great time with Colleen, and I mean, she's gotten like over 210 views, 215 views actually, more like it. Man, yeah, it's called fire, man. That's what we call it. He catches fire with the Holy Spirit. Not so much. But so Becca, of course, said, "Hey, Uzi Q, my one and only." Debbie thinks, "Hey, welcome, Madness, welcome." Where am I? All right, Mr. Scott J87, I salute you, sir. Ryan Walters, I think I said you earlier. And
Michael.
Mason, I said Mason.
Grillin' Pirate Pete.
Grillin' Pirate Pete. All right, so you're seeing them as they pop up. Okay, I'm scrolling down. I'm getting to the bottom. All right, yeah, Grillin' Pirate Pete.
Using
Michael Hatfield.
right now to watch chat.
Michael Hatfield, man, what's happening? I wanted to make sure. All right, so we called every Moonbase Radio. All right, damn it. I think that's everybody I can see so far, and if not, that's okay. We'll get to you. Grab a seat. The tea is sweet, like we said, and and then we don't spill tea here. This is not a drama show. No, this is all about you, man. We're going to learn about Nil. It's going to be fun. And Nil is very nervous, so I told him, just remember, it's like the first night in prison. Just lay back and let it happen. So remember, if you've got any questions for Nil, write them down. Just jot them down and hold on to them. And towards the end of the show, I'll definitely be accepting questions from you guys. All right. So, but the first question is always about, we start at YouTube and then kind of get into your personal background a little bit, and then we come back and when we're at the end, we're back at YouTube. But the first question I always ask people about YouTube is, how long have you been on YouTube, and what was the main reason you decided to interact on the other side of the screen, right? Going from viewer to content creator.
Well, I'm not a content creator because I don't have the equipment for it, really, honestly. But I'm not a content creator.
Well, how about this? You're a content
troll.
You're a content enhancer. How about that?
Yeah.
You like that?
That's a good word for it.
No, that's a
good word.
You're right. You know, it's exactly. No, it's like because it's like there's several people that I've interviewed that don't you know that you know don't put out content on their channels, right? But they're just as fascinating as the people that are, you know, and you know, and hopefully at some point, maybe you or some of the people that aren't doing it, you know, will follow suit and kind of, you know, pick it up and give it a shot. You know, that's what I'd love to do. Is, man, I'm trying to you know, pay it forward or pay it backward or whatever I'm doing. I'm trying to share the love, man, as they say, because there's a lot out there. Anyway, it's see, I got off on me. All right.
No, it's fine. I actually, like I said, I don't know much about you, like, other than what I've heard from Johnny and Becca.
Don't believe a word they say, man.
No, they're cool. Honestly, all right. Okay, so. All right, let me start with the beginning.
Yeah, what about your nickname and shit? Yeah, okay, go ahead.
My account that I've been using the entire time is a 10-year-old account. I've never been banned or censored per se, like until here recently. Like I've never had my account suspended or anything like that, and yet I still talk about the same things because I word them in a different way. You know, I know how to play the game because I mean, I've been on the internet. You remember since the AOL 3-hour CDs they used to put out?
Yes.
Dude, I used to stack them like baseball cards and just stay on the internet for free. You know, so I've always been just the internet troll. You know, and I've always used the internet to try to basically gauge culture. You know, the internet is a very interesting place.
Indeed.
You know, and it shows you the true colors of people, honestly, because when people have this this thought of having anonymity, they tend to say what's really on their mind.
Indeed.
So, but as far as like getting involved with the YouTube stuff, like right now, it was actually Drone Tech's server that he had on Discord, and he started putting it out there and getting people on there, and that was like kind of the first start of the political side of being open about my politics on YouTube and things like that, and talking to people and interacting with people politically. Because first off, I started using Discord as just a gaming platform, and you know, talking to people while we're gaming on mobile platforms and things like that, because there's no comm kind of thing in most games.
Right.
So, and you know, plus they don't work half the time. Like especially Call of Duty Mobile, their comms are totally garbage. You know, it just might be my phone though. But I mean, that was my start on Discord, and then I met Drone Tech through Discord and started talking to him, and got to be good friends with him. And then I met Becca through Rob Noir's channel and got hooked up, and now we're all kind of mingling out and networking with everybody.
And yeah, I want to point out to everybody, these are really good, fresh channels with a lot of energy that is approaching the political thing again. A lot of debates, and you know, Rob Noir, man, that dude, I've seen him hold his, I mean, literally hold his shit with like 9 people yelling at him. And trying to do this, you know, reprogramming cult shit that the CRT assholes are really fond of doing. Yeah, I respect that dude, and it's like, and I would, you know, I don't know. At one point, I'll probably try to get him in that chair, but anyway, sorry,
that would be awesome.
It would.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Indeed. And, you know,
I've talked to him quite a bit too. So
indeed.
He's a good dude.
So, all right. So what about why Ftw Nil or Nillionaire, as you're known on on the Discord? I love that name.
Yep. So, okay, the name that I have on YouTube is because of my tattoos, which you were going to ask later on in a segment about tattoos and piercing.
You can explore that now if you want to.
Yeah, I might as well do it because, I mean, it's directly tied to it. My name is actually my tattoos on my arms. I have FTW on my right arm, and I have Nil on my left arm. And do you know what Nil means?
Not.
It's not an acronym.
Okay. Okay. No.
FTW is the acronym.
Right.
You know what that stands for.
Right. That's the punk rock FTW, not for the win, but fuck the world. Right.
Yep.
Punk rock. That's I know that quite well. What does the Nil stand for?
Nil, it means nothing or zero equal to zero.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Like a soccer
story. So I love to ask people this question, myself personally. What would you think the correlation between those two tattoos would be? Fuck the world and Nil equal to zero.
Like you got you're out of fucks.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, and you're living life by the day, by the moment.
Well, the way I would describe it to people, and the reason why I have my tattoos, is because fuck the world stands for, of course, fuck the world, and Nil stands for because people see me as Nil. Because that's basically how people view the world. If they don't know you, they don't give a shit about you.
Right.
So fuck everyone that doesn't give a shit about you. That's pretty much.
They're inconsequential. Yeah. It's like joking if they can't take a fuck, right?
Exactly.
Indeed, man. That's great. Because to be honest, I knew that FTW stood for fuck the world. Because I knew, because most people in the gaming culture, it means for the win. All right, and I get that, and the GOAT and all that stuff, right? But the true origins, it's like I remember watching John Doe and X-Zine Cervenka of the band X in California giving each other tattoos, like with they were taking sewing needles and wrapping them up with ink. With a thread, and then they suck the thread in ink, and they go, it's like, it was ridiculous, man. These fucking punks giving each other home tattoos. Because, to be fair, a couple of them looked actually good, but the rest of them looked like shit. But that was a great band from back in the day.
Hell yeah.
Indeed. All right, so moving on, let's see. So when you're doing when you're online and you're live with people, how much is pretty much 100% of you? And I think I know the answer to this.
No, 1,000.
Yeah, I get, dude.
I do not hold back on people.
Well, right.
I constantly have people that want me to start live streaming, and I do have people that tell me that I'm a very nice person, which generally I am. But if you come after me, I promise you, I will dissect everything about you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a redhead, so that's what we do.
That's right.
We
man.
go score stores.
Gingers unite, right? If that happened, man,
Exactly.
we'd be fucked. Us non-gingers. I don't know. If I shave my head.
Gingers made. So every ginger find another ginger and make some more gingers. Just saying.
I don't know, man. Don't do that, Uzi. I like you. Keep hanging around.
Yeah, not Uzi. I'm not talking about Uzi.
Thank you. All right, so all right, here we go. All right, so we're going into the to the personal stuff. All right, so is there a food from your childhood that you hated, and now as an adult you actually like it?
Not necessarily a specific food. I didn't like spicy food as a kid, but growing up and as an adult now, I really love spicy. Like going down there to New Orleans and eating the Cajun food. There ain't nothing better than going down there and getting some gumbo.
All right, here's a question for you, sir. Yes or no? Cheese grits and shrimp.
Oh no.
No?
I don't think I've had that at all. No.
You haven't had grits and shrimp?
The only time that I've actually kind of liked seafood was in a gumbo because the flavors kind of mix differently. You know, I don't necessarily like seafood. I like bass, catfish, brim sometimes, but but I like bass and catfish the most. Oh, salmon too. That's my favorite. But I don't really like the flavor of seafood that much. So the only time that I've really liked eating seafood is in a good gumbo. Like not no bullshit gumbo that's watered down and it's more like a soup. No, I mean fucking gumbo. New Orleans style gumbo. That's some good shit.
Man, yeah. Nothing beats a good gumbo that's properly done. And see, gumbo is the African word for okra, right? And that's where it comes from. See, fried okra was one of those things I hated as a kid, and butter beans, for God's sakes. I hated that shit. And today I like it. So, you ever have butter beans, dude? Uh-oh. Man, it's not like you there, bro? Yeah, it apparently Discord is acting up again as it has been. And it may have something to do with the update that I had to uninstall from Windows because I couldn't log into my computer after it finished. If anybody knows how to fix that shit, please DM me because it's driving me nuts. So I have to, what I'm doing is I'm pushing back the update date. And I've looked at all these different trick fixes for Neil. You there, bro? All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unconnect and reconnect. How about that? Can you hear me now, man? I cannot hear you.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry.
No problem, man. That's Discord. So
I had a phone call. And...
Oh, okay. All right. Well, good. Because I was.
My bad. Okay. What were we talking about?
I was just going on about how I didn't like butter beans, and I was asking you if you like butter beans.
Oh hell yeah!
If you ever had them, and fried okra.
Oh man, my favorite. I'm not lying. Even as a kid, like broccoli with cheese on it, especially, and okra was always my favorite.
Yeah, man.
The top two, hands down.
Dude, see, I hated okra as a kid, right? But it's like see, we're more like we eat like squash and shit that you can grow in your garden down here because that's what we do, man. Okay, so moving on. Using one word, how would you describe your family?
Not very close.
Okay. Fair enough.
I don't know exactly how to describe my other than just most of us we're not very close, but we still keep in touch. My sister, she does the best job, I guess, of keeping in touch with everybody.
Well, all right. So growing up, how many kids were there?
It was me and my sister.
Okay.
My parents, they divorced at a young age, when I was at a young age. But other than that, I grew up basically in a single mother household, but they still kept in touch. They still talk to this day. Everybody is okay with each other, but they just haven't lived together.
Right. All right. So, who would you say is the most influential person from your childhood?
Let's see. Oh, that's a hard question. Because I mean, I've honestly networked for a long time, and I've been a curious person my entire life, and I've always liked talking to people, even though I do have the dichotomy of not liking people. And so I've met a lot of people in my life, and I've just had a lot of influence. I mean, take for instance my musical taste. Like I said, I would consider myself a ghetto redneck because I've listened to gangster rap and also fucking, metal music my entire life. It's just everything varied. So I don't know. I couldn't pinpoint exactly who would be the most influential person on my life. Other than maybe like the philosophies of Bruce Lee.
See, yeah, I hear you. Are you a big fan of Kung Fu movies?
Huge fan of Kung Fu and martial arts.
What's your favorite Bruce Lee film?
I actually studied. I don't. Just say two. I mean, they all were great in their own right,
Yeah.
Even though he never competed, officially, he was he was a major influence on culture within America at that time.
Dude, I can watch
even the health industry.
I can watch Return of the Dragon just 1,000 times. The one that takes place in Rome with Chuck Norris. At the end, where he fights him, man, that is a great movie. And it's totally one of those,
that was Enter the Dragon, wasn't it?
That was it's Return of the Dragon. Enter the Dragon.
Return of the Dragon.
Yeah, Enter the Dragon was the big budget, first really Hollywood thing that he did. Most of everything else was done in Hong Kong and out of Taiwan.
He completely changed the whole game as far as like martial arts movies, and like I said, even health industry.
Yeah.
Like people don't even realize that Bruce Lee was one of the main people that really pushed like a healthy diet, and a diet that is specifically designed for you, not just any diet.
But his body fat percentage was like 0. I mean, well, probably not 0, but it was ridiculous.
It's pretty close.
That dude was just one big muscle, He was not a huge guy, but he could fuck a huge guy up,
Dude, how much do you know about what's his name? Michael Jai White.
Why do I know that name? That's a familiar name.
Spawn.
Who?
He was also in Why Did I Get Married? He was one of the main actors in there. Dude, Michael Jai White.
Is he an Australian actor?
Entire family. Huh?
Is he an Italian actor? I mean, an Australian actor?
No, he's American.
Okay. All right.
Do you remember the movie Spawn?
Yeah. Oh, he's the guy that played Spawn.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, okay. So this guy has 7 different black belts. Most people don't realize that and know that, but this dude has 7 different black belts.
That's crazy.
You can look on YouTube, and he's actually given tips to what's his name? Kimbo Slice. There was a movie that they was playing in together, and there was a video that got leaked. That was a back scene type video, and he's sitting there and, you know, giving Kimbo Slice lessons on just punching. Like, Michael Jai White is no joke. Like I said, he has 7 different black belts. Anybody can look him up, and they can see what he's capable of. And his entire family, he's got his kids, his wife, everybody, they're all heavily into martial art. And that dude, he is kind of like in a sense, he's a lot like Bruce Lee. Like, that dude is no joke.
That is cool, man. That's actually, you know, now you see, that's what I love doing about this show is I get turned on to things like that, right? You know, something that's totally off my radar, but really piques my interest.
Oh, I could get into the history of the martial arts that I studied for quite a while too.
Well, all right. So hold on. All right. This kind of, you know, all right, and that might be a conversation that you and I do later. Okay. Because that's the kind of exactly the kind of thing that I'm going to do on the new interview show. All right. And it's going to be called Second Helping. And I'm telling everybody about it right now. I'm just unwrapping it just a little bit. So Second Helping will be people talking to people that I've talked to in the past, but focusing on something like this, like talking about, you know, the influence of Bruce Lee and kung fu movies and stuff, right? And kung fu itself, and you know, there's a whole lot I want to know about martial arts. So that's awesome. Yeah. But all right, so I'm gonna.
I'll save that for the next time if we do that.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's like a 2-hour conversation, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Not really.
Yeah. That itself, but it's a good one, right? It's a good deep dive. You can get into it. You know, but just do the Joe Rogan thing. You know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and kind of talk about it, right?
Let's go Elon Musk then.
Yeah. Where I don't have my sound pad pulled up, but it's like, dude, we shall aspire to be Keanu Reeves. I love that quote. That's so funny.
Yeah.
All right. So, what kind of kid were you?
A redhead.
So, were you precocious, or were you shy? You know, some kids are, you know, studious and shy. Others are like all over the place. You know.
I would describe myself as the same way I am today, is maybe a scorpion or a recluse, you know, or as a kid especially, I was very destructive. I loved fire. That was a big thing for me. Don't know why. It was fun.
Right? I bet it was, dude.
I mean, I grew up out of that, you know, and I realized that, hey, you know, just doing shit and destroying shit for nothing.
It's no serenade, it's no fire brigade, it's pyromania. Yeah. Quoting Def Leppard now. I need to be slapped. He's going to come slap me in a second. All right. What about holidays or time of year? You got anything that really peps you up, man? Puts you in a good spirit, you know? Season of year.
Well, I wouldn't say it's necessarily a holiday that peps me up. It's deer season.
Oh, wow. Hunting guy.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's a big thing in the South, is deer hunting.
I love it.
Yes. So, so how old were you bagged your first buck?
Let's see. I can't even remember how old I was. I was pretty young.
Yeah.
As far as like my first good buck that I ever bagged, it was probably about 10, 11 maybe.
Oh, nice, nice. Did you get it mounted?
Yeah, I was. Oh yeah.
Oh
my
yeah.
dad, my dad and my granddad. All right, they went out, and when I was, I think 10, I think it was when they got it, was a lifetime sportsman's license. You know, they got it before I was 12 years old, so that it's only like $500. If you're over the age of 12, it's like 1,000.
Oh, dude.
So they went ahead and got me a lifetime sportsman license. So basically, the only thing that I have to spend money on now is if I go duck hunting. And I don't duck hunt, so
right.
Fuck it.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's like, you know, there's a whole you know, culture, and you know, and it's like yeah, man, and it's a big thing down here, where I am. You know, you and I live parallel, probably in the same parallel, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's pretty close.
Yeah. I'm just south of Birmingham, so.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'm in Jackson. I'm in the capital.
That's
the
right.
heart of the whole situation.
That's right. The home of Faulkner.
And it's
right.
It's
Is that
who?
Did William Faulkner grow up there? It's not Jackson.
William
No.
Faulkner. Who was that?
William Faulkner. You grew up where the University Ole Miss is. I'm totally wrong.
That's in Ole Miss is in Oxford.
Oxford. That's it. That's where William Faulkner, the writer's from. I'm just.
Yeah, dude. There's
Jackson's a big city.
Actually,
yeah.
There's actually a lot of people, a lot of famous people from this state that people don't even know about. You know, like it's insane. Like people like, I don't know, Robert Johnson for one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's not a very well-known name, but
the Crossroads.
He was one of the people that changed blues music.
Yeah. You know the whole story about the Crossroads too.
Yep.
Do you know? Have you ever been to those Crossroads?
I haven't been to the Crossroads, but not too far from me is actually where he grew up, and they have a museum dedicated to him. And I haven't actually been there yet, especially ever since the lockdown happened. Like, I don't know when I'll be able to ever actually go there, but I do actually want to go to that museum there, you know, and see what they got, because it's not like I know everything about him. I do know the story that he couldn't play guitar. He disappeared and came back and was all of a sudden amazing, and they said he sold his soul to the devil to be able to play guitar.
Yeah, that was he probably just took a slide and figured it out from there, you know.
Yeah,
I don't know, but yeah, so that's like, I would love to see that place, just for ambience, man, because of his impact that he had on music. I mean, Led Zeppelin wouldn't have existed if it wasn't for him, right?
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. All those bands, those metal bands from the 70s and late 60s, are all influenced by you know, early blues, and Robert Johnson in particular. Any slide guitar player, you know, Billy Gibbons, for fuck's sake, yeah, all of them. And see, that's what I do best, is talk about rock and roll music. I wish you and I could sit back and talk about music and listen to it and talk about
it. We could do it right now.
Yeah. Susan won't allow that shit. You know.
Well, I know that, but I kind of. So you're like kind of a metalhead too, a little bit, like.
Oh yeah. Oh my God! There's something good in everything, but I'm primarily a metal prog rock guy, right? Yeah. I dig. I don't know, man. I've met in Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, you know, stuff like that. Yeah. You good 80s, you know, just, I would say pre-thrash metal, And thrash metal was happening while I was doing this dumbass. Not well, no dumbass. It was a different type of approach to music. I got influenced by punk rock, and bands like the Ramones and the Minutemen, and so we were doing this thing that was kind of artsy fartsy, but it was hardcore based. I mentioned the band X. So it was that kind of stuff, but it had a kind of a jazz kind of edge to it. So it was like hardcore with the jazz edge. And when I listen to it in retrospect, there's like 3 or 4 really good songs, and the rest are fucking garbage. I mean, I got to be, honest about it, right? But all right. So if you could go back in time and talk to little Nil at the age of 8, what would you say to him? What advice would you give him?
Hell, I don't know. Just keep fighting. I mean, there's nothing I've really done in my life that I would consider that I wouldn't have done, because I've just never been that type of person. But
right.
I mean, other than just like destroying property for no reason, that was. But I mean, other than that, like no. I had to go through this journey to be the person I am, and I don't regret any choices that I've really made in my life.
Indeed. All right. So, so what was academically? How would you say elementary and middle school was like?
Well, as you know, but I'll tell everybody else that doesn't know. I'm white. I'm a ginger. I have blonde hair, red beard, and I grew up in the well over 80% black community for my entire life. So everything that all this racism bullshit, I've seen the complete opposite of that.
I was gonna say, why don't you sound like Tom Penoid?
Probably. I haven't talked to him yet. I don't really actually know Penoid. I've seen him around.
No, I said, why don't you talk like him, man? Well, back in the day, he was like, he came on with the strong, quote, wigger thing going on. So we fucked with him for it because he's kind of shook it off now, but it was always fun, So, all right. So cool. What was the craziest thing you did as a kid?
Good Lord. That's really hard to say too. Let's see. I mean, making flamethrowers, I guess.
Okay. Tell me about that, man. That's exactly what I'm looking for. That kind of shit.
Yeah.
That sounds like shit I did, right?
I mean, as a kid, making flamethrowers out of super soakers. That was pretty fucking stupid and crazy. But it works for about a day until the gaskets get eaten up. But it works.
That's crazy, man.
I'm don't do that. Just say it.
Yeah, I would say keep the chat going. Hey, y'all, just remember, if you got questions for Nil, just write them down, and we'll come back to you. I see some people flood in, flood out. Sorry I didn't say hi personally, but hey, all right, saying it now. All right, Shroom. Let's see. All right? So describe the first time you realized, or all right, this is the way I got it written out. Describe your first erection.
What the fuck?
All right. How about this? Do you remember the first time that you realized that chicks made you feel funny down there? That's how we say it in the South. Made me feel funny down there.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. I grew up watching Real Sex when it was on HBO, so. Just saying.
You remember those? Do you remember those jazzercise chicks that used to be on Showtime, and they would be in leotards, you know, doing their stupid exercises and shit? It barely reminded me of that. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, but yeah, the whole day. Yeah, that's right. Thank God for cable TV.
Oh, it ruined society. I'll put it to you that way. I know that for a fact.
Dude, man, I remember when it was the Wild West too. Like the USA Network used to be like this edgy shit, you know, experimental stuff, man. Crazy.
You remember when MTV used to actually play music?
Yes, I do. Absolutely. Uzi and I were talking about that the other day. It's like, you know, kind of miss those videos, but because, you know, I was watching that Rebel Yell by Billy Idol, man. That guitar player is ridiculous. That's a good song, man. Yeah. That's probably his best, but you know, whatever. All right. All right. So the first time you were with a girl, what'd that look like?
I don't even know if I want to talk about this.
Well, you don't, man. Fair enough. You know, if you can say, if you wanted to go next, we'll talk about the first time you got fucked up. How about that?
Yeah, next.
All right.
I'm not saying it was bad. It would just, if I tell that story, I know I will never live it down, and it's interesting, but just not for open.
Not for public consumption. All right.
Yeah.
What about the first time you got fucked up?
Oh man, really got fucked up.
Yeah. Kind of go into detail. Go ahead.
Well, I didn't actually start experimenting with drugs until I was in my early 20s. I think it was, yeah, probably around when I was 21. Like I held off on everything, and I just watched everybody else make their mistakes, because I've grown up around a lot of people that have made a lot of mistakes, especially call drugs. But that kept me from doing anything. But yeah, I mean, I started drinking like about 21, something like that. And the first couple of times I drank, I really didn't even get fucked up.
Right.
So.
What about weed?
That was probably, I think it was around the same.
Right.
I love it now. I've always been called a pothead my entire life, to be honest. Like, even way before I ever smoked at all. Everybody always thought I smoked and thought I was a pothead. Just because, I mean, just my natural...
you're a laid back, mellow dude. No shit, man. It's like, he's got to be stoned. Jesus, he's so laid back. You know, it's like, no, you know, you can be a laid back dude. You know, not have to be affected by any type of chemicals. You know, your brain chemistry doesn't need to be altered to be chill. Toya's calling you out, dude. I'm just saying.
What happened?
Have you met Toya? Do you know?
Oh no, yeah. Well, we haven't talked, but yeah, I seen. She said he never been with a girl. No, I've been with a lot of them. That ain't no public conversation, bro. Come on now.
See, that's a Southern thing, y'all. All right, you know that's a fair enough response to that question. So we're gonna move on. All right. All right. So, what was high school like, man?
Growing up in an entirely black city and being one of the only few people in the school that was white, we had probably, I can't even remember at this time, but it wasn't very many, maybe 50 out of a couple of hundred that were white. So yeah, I've been, targeted because I've been a minority in this situation. And yeah, that race issue, that shit don't fly with me. I don't like that at all, and I would destroy anybody on a fucking race argument.
All right, so
that shit just pisses me off.
All right, so we just got a donation from James Beam, 666. You beastly bastard. It's better to be drunk on Sunday than high on Monday. I don't know. I beg to differ. I'm just saying, to each his own. Right? Sorry about that. When they pop in, it's just like, well, okay, there you go. Let's see. We're going to high school. All right. So, all right, you graduate from high school. What happens after that?
Well, okay, so I didn't actually technically graduate from the school that I went to. I went to a military school because I was just a child that wanted to get out of the educational system. Because actually going back to the high school issue, I know I haven't told you this story, but okay.
Yeah.
So just to give you a little perspective of the kind of shit that I had to go through, we was in U.S. geography, and being within a predominantly black controlled school system, every single month was basically Black History Month. Like, you've seen Black History Month posters up the entire time, all the time. Like that was a common occurrence because it is black. They want to promote black people. Understandable. Totally understandable. But don't center your entire thing around it just like CRT does. And so we was in U.S. geography, and we was watching the Medgar Evers story on TV that they rolled in. And after the movie, being only one of two white people in the entire classroom, I had to just sit there and shut up. But after the movie, this girl asked, so if the Klan is still around, is the Black Panther? And the teacher literally just answered with no, left it alone. Didn't say anything else.
Wow.
So, me knowing the answer to that, do you know how hard it was for me to not say anything at that time?
But you bit your tongue.
Yeah. It's just the educational system around here, especially. I've actually worked in the same educational system as well as went to the schools. All right. My family has ties in the educational system in this city. I know it. I'm not retarded on how they do things. Basically, they would like to just get rid of white people and have it all black. I'm not saying it's all of them, but there's a lot of people within the ranks of it that would like for that to happen. And I don't like it. Just saying.
Right. It's just strange how that manifested.
Yeah. I've had to deal with this race issue for so long. That's the main thing that I really don't like, and that I really, really talk about with people. As soon as they bring up that race issue and they want to seem like they're morally better than people, got a problem with that.
Yeah.
Because my family in general has a very long history in this country. And actually, I didn't know this until the lockdown, but my family has ties to before the Constitution, to the late 1600s. And didn't even know that. Like, none of us knew that, because family, like I said, they're not that close, and a lot of things have been lost, throughout history. But a couple of my family members, they did the DNA thing and found out a lot of stuff about we never knew.
Right. What was the most surprising thing?
The fact that we actually have history to back to the late 100s.
The what? Like what?
I mean, that was the fact that we actually had ties to this country to back to the 1600s before the Constitution was even written.
Yeah.
That surprised me. I didn't know we had lineage that went back that far. And
Yeah, I traced my dad's side back to Jamestown, dude. It was crazy. All the way back to England, actually. There's this dude that had my name, and he kept going back and forth from the U.S., and then he finally built a house. Or he built I don't know, he had land. Anyway. But yeah, it's cool to find out that kind of stuff, though, you know? All right, so let's see. We talked about high school a little bit. All right, so did you you got your GED?
Yep. I've actually I have a GED and a high school diploma because I went to the one of the military academies that we have here.
Right.
So, and the military doesn't allow you to get in with just a GED. So if you completed the entire program and did everything right, like you were supposed to, then you got a high school diploma as well after you passed the GED.
Most people get sent to military school as a punitive measure. Was that?
Yeah, I wasn't. It's the school that I went in. Yeah, there was a ton of people there for that same reason because they was sent there by the court system, but not in my case. I was one of the people that just wanted to get out of high school because I was not good at high school. I actually have never been to. I have been to college, but I didn't graduate college because it's just not my setting. You know, I'm more of a VOTEC. You know, I'm a carpenter. You know, I've been a carpenter since I was 17 years old. I've done other jobs, but I'm mainly a carpenter. You know, that's just what I do. You know, but yeah, I mean, I don't like school. Don't like the way the educational system has been ran for so long, though.
All right, so let's see. I'm trying to. I've got some stuff written down here. All right, so what about relationships, kids, marriage? What does that look like? Have you ever been? Are you engaged or have you ever been married?
I'm single. Been single for a while, but don't have kids. I don't generally fool with people very much. I try to just basically do what I need to do, and you know, I'll give it to you this way. All right, my motto on YouTube has been the same ever since I've had this account, and the motto is: I hate every single one of you equally. Or no, I believe in equality. I hate every single one of you equally. Now show me your boobs. All right, that's pretty much sums up everything.
All right, so we're kind of getting into this the place where we start talking about like movies and shit. What's your favorite film?
My favorite of all time. God, that's a hard question too. I mean, Spawn is definitely one of them.
Right.
I don't know why, but I mean, Spawn really kind of like spoke to, and the way they did it, like it was, it definitely at the time that they had made that movie, it was ahead of its time.
I agree.
Like CGI and things.
It looked good.
Like,
yeah,
like they were on it, and it's just not that very well known, really. It's kind of like a B-rated movie. Like,
well, it was
like the underground.
Yeah, it was because McFarlane, had left Marvel, and had started.
Hold on.
What?
Hold on a second. I'm sorry, Toya. I don't hate you. What are you talking about? Come on now, girl. Go ahead, though.
Dude, she's flirting with your ass all through this chat. What I'm seeing.
I haven't fucking seen it. I just been here sitting here chilling, talking.
Well, I was going to tell you after the deal. It's like, you probably want to hit her up, talk to her. She's sweet as candy. She's got a cute voice. She's just all together, all around cute. It's a perfect word to describe her.
Hi. Moving on.
Becca's busting your balls now too, man. Dude.
No.
Man.
Look, I already expected it before because I know who I'm dealing with here. The
You're
group
gonna
that
have
I got
pancakes,
myself
man.
into.
Jesus. Jeez, man. Y'all ladies, lighten up. Chat is just naughty. Naughty chat. They need a spanking. All right, what about you? Like horror movies? You big on that? Sci-fi?
Well, okay, as far as like horror movies, my favorite growing up has always been zombie flick. Like for some reason, I have always been a zombie fanatic, and that's been like, I don't care. That's huge. Like whenever they come out with Zombieland, man, that's one of my favorite movies now.
That is a great movie. That is,
since they come out with that.
Yeah, there's like there's so many. It's like there's so much spaghetti been thrown at the wall with the zombie genre, but there are some standout movies. That's one of them. World War Z, maybe one.
My favorite.
Go ahead.
My favorite. What got me into zombie movies was the old school Dawn of the Dead.
Absolutely.
Day of the Dead, actually. No, not Dawn of the Dead. Day of the Dead.
Right.
Like the black and white zombie flick.
Oh, that's Night of the Living Dead. That's the first one. Yeah.
Yeah.
The very first one.
As soon as I seen that right there was straight up. Like I was hooked after that.
Dude, they are killing you in the chat. I'm just saying, man, Jesus, y'all are mean. It's like I thought I was mean. It's like fuck. Don't get on these people's bad side.
Talk your shit. It's
That's
like
right.
water off a duck's back. It just rolls away.
If you really want to make it, man, you can throw some donations at IRATE. I'm kidding. Man, last night was
that's a good
crazy.
idea, actually.
Yeah.
You want to? Yeah. If you're gonna try to grab the knife, you at least better pay for it.
That's right. Let's see. So, what about? All right. So let's talk about video games because you strike me as a gaming kind of guy. What's your favorite game and what are you playing right now?
I haven't played any games in a long time, actually. Here lately, for I don't know, past couple of years, all I've had is a phone that I play on. I play Call of Duty Mobile if I play any game nowadays. But, I haven't had a console in a long time. I got rid of it because I got tired of the gaming community and the way it turned out. Like everything is pay to play now, and I don't like that. They nickel and dime you on everything. So fuck them.
What's your favorite game?
Oh, the zombie mode on Call of Duty. That's my shit.
Right. All right, here we go.
That's my shit. I love it.
Window Liquor donates $2 and says, "Have you ever had the occupation of stunt cock?"
Once or twice.
Stunt cock. Oh Lord.
Not necessarily. Not paid.
That's right. And what movie is that from, man? I can't remember.
Orgasmo.
Yeah, that's it.
No,
it's something, man.
Is it Orgasmo or is it no, I think it's Zach and Miri Make a Porno.
Yes, that's it. That's it. Yeah, that's a funny movie. Man, they can't make that shit today, could they, man? Holy
No.
smokes. You got the morality police out there going, it's wrong. It's wrong. That says orgasmo.
It was Orgasmo? Okay.
That's her for
I couldn't remember which one it was.
Personal business there. Yeah, right.
We done be watching so many movies that it's hard to keep up.
Indeed, indeed. All right, what about TV series? Have you got a...
Oh, Game of Thrones.
Oh, absolutely. Are you an HBO guy? Did you ever see The Wire?
Actually, I haven't.
Oh,
I've never watched it.
Dude, that is a great, about the drug. That's a good cop thing. It's good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Game of Thrones. I see. I'm not a book reader, but the last 2 episodes really, put me in a place where I was ready to hit shit. Right. I don't know. I thought they let it drop. It should have been just all about the Army of the Dead.
I think they fucked up the ending. I'm not sure about the books because I'm not a book reader myself. But
yeah, me either.
So I've never read the series, but watching the movie, I think they could have done better with the ending. Everything was awesome until they got to the ending and they just decided it looks like just end it, really.
Right.
Like they ran out of ideas or something. Dude, you could have carried this shit on forever.
Well, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to go back. There's like so much lore that the dude has written. They're going to go back and talk about the Targaryen family stuff. So that's what the news, they just started filming it, as a matter of fact. So that's coming up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Man, I always watch just remember to catch her. She's got beautiful red hair and gigantic gazongas. Right? Well, you think I'm kidding, man, but if I can remember her name real quick, Rawrist. That's it. Finally hit me. Rawrist. She's got all the scoop on that kind of shit. And she did this show, which is better than a lot of the highballers that I've asked. So, man, I get it. Oh.
Back up.
Oh. Nil doesn't need to read the book. He's more into getting beat with it. What does that mean? Getting beat with the book. What is she implying there?
I don't know.
You enjoy pain, maybe?
Sometimes I do. You never know.
There you go. We were talking about getting electrocuted, and it was like, and I never got, last night, I never got around to asking it, but it's like every time I got shocked, I got a nut buzz out of it. And it kind of made me randy after it, and I kind of liked it. I
don't like electricity.
Yeah, I know. I totally get that too, though, because it is you have to respect that shit. Right?
Well, see, I don't know if you know about this or not, but I would have to look it up again. But there was a study done that I read a long time ago, a couple of years back, that what they found was, or what they stated is that gingers specifically have, if you're going to torture a ginger, the best thing to use is electricity or heat, I think.
Shit.
It's kind of weird.
God.
Yeah. For some reason, like gingers are just, we don't like either one. And I will attest to it that I don't like either one. For damn sure, especially heat.
Yeah, that's the bad part about the South is when it gets like August and September.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh my God, But hey, the women are there's no comparison anywhere in the earth. You know that's right. All right. So this is something I haven't asked you this yet, so I need to ask you this question right now. When it comes to SEC football, who do you pull for?
I mean, before they actually started with the woke bullshit, it was, of course, the Saints.
Mm-hmm. What about
as far as like
college
as
ball?
far as pro,
Right.
College, MSU.
Mississippi State. Okay, I got you.
Them Bulldogs.
That's right. You're a cowbell. More cowbell.
Yep.
They're the way the stadium's designed is that there's the sound goes up instead of being trapped like a lot of stadiums are designed, and that's how come they started using the cowbells. And I mean, it gets to a point of where it can really drive you insane. Man, you got to show,
That's
man.
the whole point.
The game,
That's
exactly.
the whole point.
Exactly. It's to fuck with your opponent, man, and it works.
It works very well.
Yeah. Okay, top villain now. You know, one day you will have a wrench if you're just try.
Just shut up.
Just try.
Yeah, just shut up.
And say, hey.
I'm just saying, just shut up.
Be nice.
Nobody likes you.
You know. He could be liked. I'm just saying. Nobody's irredeemable.
You could be. Yeah.
Exactly.
You could be.
The potential's there.
You just proven to be a dumbass.
Hey, Trippy Cass. Just gotta say it to Trippy.
What up, Trippy?
He fam. Be token. I saw you too, man. That was fun Friday night with you, Ben. By the way. All right. So, what about scars? You talked about tattoos. And piercings, or did you talk about piercings?
No, I didn't talk about piercing. I actually didn't even finish the tattoo thing.
Oh, well, what's wrong?
My first tattoo was actually one on the side of my rib cage, and it's a demon ripping out of my skin. So,
oh wow,
that was my first one. Yeah, and then I got the Ftw Nil later on my arms, and I've got.
All right, like is it on the back of your triceps? So if somebody from the back looks at you, they see it.
Oh no, my the tattoos on my arms, they're dead on my forearm.
They're all right
here. You can't. you can't not see them.
Got you. All right. What about other tattoos?
That's it. I've got 3 tattoos technically. I got 2 on my forearms, or well, 1 on each forearm, and then the one on my side, 1 piercing.
All right, what about piercings?
Tongue ring.
Tongue ring. Got you.
Yeah.
I bet that hurt like
just
a motherfucker.
for the ladies.
I bet it is. I bet it is. What about scars?
Oh, scars, man. All right. Let's see. Where can I start? I'll start with the one on my cheek. That happened because for some reason I was a dumbass kid and I jumped out the buggy in the grocery store and hit my face on the concrete. So I got a scar from that.
Damn.
I've got one on my little small one on my chest. Like these are small scars mostly, but I've got one on my chest that I have no idea where it come from. None. I've got one on my wrist. It come from a skeet shooting. What you call it? The apparatus, whatever the fuck you.
Oh yeah. The
like one of the skeet shooters.
Yeah, pigeon thrower. Yeah.
Yeah, I was loading it up and cut my wrist a little bit. I've got my left thumb. I've got a nice, pretty decent scar on there where a skill saw had pretty much almost chopped my finger off, but thank God somehow it never touched bone. It just cut the skin and the top 2 tendons on my left thumb and left a nice little indentation there. Scar. Shit. One of my shin from a 3-wheeler accident. I don't know. I might be forgetting some.
You had any major surgeries or anything?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Just like, have you had your appendix taken out, or your tonsils out, or have you had like a hip replacement or some, that kind of thing?
No. As far as like broken bones, the only bone, thank God, that I've broken was my collarbone, and that was a bike accident. I tell you the truth, I've got a whole lot of concussions. I've got like almost, if I can remember correctly, like 14, 15 concussions in my life.
Jeez. What was that from? Like
most of them are.
Most of them are from what?
Most of them are from just bicycle, just trying to do the BMX type shit and just fail.
That's right. Did you? So it sounds like you were like preceded the helmet wearing era.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Man, we probably had the same summer riding bikes around in the South, falling down, breaking our heads, and laughing about it. I cried.
Exactly.
I was a little crybaby, actually.
Stand up and keep on going.
Okay, so do you have an ideal tattoo that if you were just a whole shitload of money thrown in your lap and you'd want to get one?
Oh fuck yeah, I do, but I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
I don't want anybody to fucking take my idea.
Okay, fair enough.
I've got a very specific idea, and it has. I will say this much: it is a zombie themed fight tattoo, but I'm not gonna say how, because I don't want anybody to take it, because I've never seen anybody do it. But if I can get the money to do it, and I can find somebody that actually knows how to tattoo the way I wanted it done, oh, I'll definitely do it in a heartbeat.
Indeed. So, all right, what's the most useless talent you have?
As far as useless, probably being double jointed.
Right.
It's not useful for a goddamn thing other than just causing body problems, but it's very fun to fuck with people and freak people out with.
Right. I was going to say there's an entertainment value there that's unquestionable, right? In 40 years, what do you think people will be nostalgic for?
Fuck, I don't even know. The way shit has gone the past couple of years, I don't even know how to answer that question. I really don't.
Yeah. Well, it's easy to we got to jump the black pill and just straight into the clown pill. That's the way we deal with this shit. That's right.
Damn, Toya, really?
What'd she say? Nobody wants you, Thor, on the butt tattoo. You're Thor on the butt tattoo. No big deal. You're
God
saying,
damn it,
dude.
I'm so nice to y'all.
Thor. She's cracking, dude. She is informed today. Man, yeah.
Oh, she was talking about how she was going to set the chair on fire. She's doing more to set something on fire right now.
She's been honing her skills. Yeah, she's been in Davis's server, sharpening her claws, man. Damn.
It looked like it.
No shit. All right. If you could know the absolute and total truth to one question, what would that be? What question would you ask?
Will human nature ever change for the good?
That's a good
because
question.
So far, I really don't see human nature changing. I just see it as being a repetitive cycle. Nothing ever happens. So, I mean, is it ever going to?
Well, it's like, no, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. And that's one thing that has it's had me depressed for a little while now. I don't really see people changing. They don't care. They really don't. As long as it doesn't like immediately affect their life, they don't really pay attention.
Fair enough.
Anyway.
All right. If you could go back in time and spend a week with anybody from history, who would it be and why?
I don't know. I mean, there's many people that I would love to actually just have conversations with that has lived within history, but I guess if I could go back in time and just spend a day with one person,
a week,
I would just really love to just go fishing with my granddad one more time.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I heard that. You know?
I mean, that would probably satisfy me more than any.
All right, chat. It's time for you to load your questions up. Remember to put multiple question marks before or after. Just let us know that that's what you want to ask Nil. Let's see. All right, Nil, what's your spirit animal?
I don't know, probably a wolf, maybe.
Sweet.
Or if it has to be an animal, it would be a wolf. If it was an insect, it would probably be a scorpion. I
like both of those answers. Those are, yes, awesome shit. Scorpions are awesome. They're awesome critters.
Yeah,
you know
they freak me out. I'm not gonna lie. It's one of the few insects that they freak me the fuck out.
Yeah, they're arachnid that can fucking stab you and pinch you at the same time. Just saying. So yeah, we're going to wait for some of the questions, and one of them is, I know what Becca's going to ask. Do you have any odd collections or any collections whatsoever?
Any collections? Actually, I've collected a lot of shit throughout my life. Like here recently, it's been more like Civil War era type stuff. But yeah, I mean, coins. I had a coin collection. I don't know where it is now. I think it got stolen from. I used to collect electronic parts. As a kid, I would kind of build and modify like my electronic toys and stuff and just tinker with it and things. And that's kind of how I got into repairing electronics eventually. But I mean, I've never went to school for it. I could do a little bit.
That's kind of cool.
I'm kind of what I would say is I'm a jack of all trades, but a master of none.
All right, man has always asked about this. Have you ever heard of Barbara from the channels Barbara for You to See or Barbara for Relax and Barbara 2.0, the Barbara Horvat? Those are all names of her channels, has been and are now. I believe it's known as Barbara Horvat right now. She's a little Slovenian young lady with very, very attractive and funny, very, very good, humorous person.
I've watched her channel whenever I knew her as Barbara for You to See.
Yes.
I haven't seen anything from her from a while.
Yep. Yeah.
Haven't really actually looked.
All right. So, Becca wants to know your preference: nuggets or goats?
Nuggets or what?
Goatsa? Goatse. Becca.
Did she use text to speech or?
I don't know. All right, Becca. All right, just try to clarify that one, man, because it didn't. I don't know. I
think I've heard of Goatsy, but I don't know what Goatsy is.
I don't either. All right, Johnny Bonsaco asked. He's got a good one here. Have you ever given it a good hard pull while driving down the highway?
No, I've never done anything like that you're talking about, other than maybe having stuff done to me while I was driving up.
When you're driving down the road late at night?
By a female, might I add.
I thought he was talking about.
Homo here.
Well, I thought he was talking about whiskey.
No, I don't know. Knowing Johnny, I think that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, handy, nice, friendly friend from a friendly friend, right? Right. Well, what kind of otherkin are you?
Otherkin.
Yeah.
I'm a human being. I'm not any kind of otherkin.
Oh my God! How many times? All right, how many times have you broke your specialty member?
What?
Do you got a bend?
Wait, what?
A Spittlebuggy's asked that. How many times have you broke your specialty member?
I've never broken it.
Man, let's see. Oh, he's asking if you ever jacked off while you were driving. I haven't yet.
Oh.
Is that a thing that all the kids are doing now?
Once or twice, I don't know.
Oh, let's see. And finally, what do you think of bread tube?
Fuck them.
There you go. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Cookies and cream or chocolate chip cookie dough.
Nice. Consistent there. And all right, I'm going to call a halt to the questions, and so we can go ahead and finish this out. But if some pop up, I'll definitely entertain them. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we'll be here, forever. These people are definitely trying to fuck with you, and they love it. See, you know you're a loved person when these people, specifically these people, fuck with you on a hard in the paint kind of way.
Oh yeah.
All right, so this is the time where I did what's called the Lipton questions. James Lipton used to do this thing called Inside the Actor Studio, and it would get in depth with specific actors like Dustin Hoffman or Robert De Niro, somebody very talented, and would go deep into their life. But he would always asked every one of them this list of questions, and he borrowed it actually from a French guy, and he passed away right before the coup hit. He didn't die of the coup; he was just old as fuck. And I adopted this. So, in honor of Mr. James Lipton, what is your favorite word? And this is kind of like say the first thing that comes in your head thing.
Fuck.
Okay. What's your least favorite word?
I don't know. I don't really care about words. So that's, but if I would say in the setting that it's getting thrown at me, I would say probably white boy.
What's your favorite, let's see, hold on. What turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
Intellectualism.
What turns you off?
Stupidity.
What's your favorite curse word?
Motherfucker.
What sound or noise do you love?
A gun going off?
Sweet. And what sound or noise do you hate?
I guess I would describe it as the rears, the screechers, the ones that have a very high pitched voice that sound like valley girls and have no idea what the fuck is in their mouth. Like that really pisses.
What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
The what?
What profession other than what you do for a living now would you like to attempt?
I don't know. I'm not a professional person.
I mean, your job, right? What other job would you like to do? Or looks appealing to you? We'll say that.
I don't know.
Okay, what about what job would you not like to do?
Construction. Which is what I do.
All right, and if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say to you when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Want to smoke, nigga?
That's actually kind of cool. Yeah.
Anybody that's a smoker knows what that means.
That's right.
Come on.
And there was one question that came up here. What's your favorite bedtime story Becca has read to you?
She's never read me a bedtime story.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Might be thinking of somebody else there.
And Kevin, just saying, it's a joke. All right, so so we got we're through the chat questions. All right, what would you like? All right, so now we're back at the YouTube thing, right? And it's the bottom of the hour. Damn, timed it perfect, dude. All right. Who would you say is a criminally undersubscribed YouTuber that you want to promote?
I mean, to be honest with you, I've met so many of y'all YouTubers being in this group now that there's a bunch of y'all that are criminally underrated. Like really, but oh man, like pretty much everybody in the fucking chats. I mean, half of them are YouTubers.
Yeah,
more than half. So,
and they're all good.
Or maybe Drone Tech. I'll promote Drone Tech.
Okay,
that's my homie.
Fair enough. How about a YouTuber who was way overhyped?
Anybody on the left? Vosh, Destiny, them specifically.
I thought Destiny was like starting to argue for the right now. Just because
I don't really follow them that much.
Yeah,
but
me
I have
either.
seen a lot of debates with them in there, and I'm telling you, like they are very, very overrated.
Yeah,
like they have nothing to really offer.
Right. Tactics over substance.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So, what will finally break the internet?
That's a Pandora's box. I don't think anything is going to break it unless we just keep going down the path that we're going now, which is total destruction of all structure.
All right, and
I mean, you got people like Elon Musk that's out there trying to do Starlink right now. That's trying to offer a alternative to the current internet that we have.
Yep.
If he does, if he is successful in what he wants to do, it could put a lot of power into his hands or the company's hands, right there too. So I mean, there's a fine line. Like I think culture itself just needs to be re-examined by everybody, and everybody needs to re-examine themselves before they try to re-examine change anything.
All right. So, do you have? All right. So, you're not really a content creator. So, I guess we're at the very end where we say it's a tradition to shill your channel. And a final word for the chat and the people watching, man. Dang, we there.
Yeah, what up, fam?
That's right. So yeah, we'll hop back into this room and listen to people. Can you hear the pigs? Just saying. If you can hear the pigs, then you are definitely listening, because they're in the background. But remember, everybody, to hit like, subscribe, man. We're at war, and so is there anybody you want to shill again?
Everybody.
All right. Fair enough.
If you don't know IRATE, if you don't know Becca, if you don't know Johnny, I've probably been on Johnny's channel more than anybody else's channel, to be honest with you, because, it's funny. He keeps me laughing, at least. He pisses me off a lot with his content, but he keeps me laughing, at least.
Yeah.
Too many people. Toya, I mean, everybody. Come on.
Yeah. Hear the pegging, IRATE? Indeed. All right, fam. Well, on that note, all right. So remember, everybody, tomorrow, Beck and I are going to be on Twitch looking at the KGB. I found a really good, actually a good series from 1999 that we'll be able to rip through, man. So, and that'll be plenty of content on that. But remember, it's Twitch, Trovo, DLive, and Facebook. Okay. So check us out there. Of course, Creem stream here on Friday nights on this channel. Saturday we do accelerated deconstruction, also known as XD, where we look at CRT and rage, and pray that we don't get a stroke. And then next Sunday, I'm going to have the one and only Sheograth in the chair across from me. That's right, Sheo, man. And I got people I got coming up as Kiever Dam, Drone Tech, and Blind Girl.
He sounds like a lot of people that I know.
Yes, we know that. And on that note, I was like, I don't have anything else to say, shill, or do. So let's say goodbye and we'll split.
It was fun, man.
I had a ball too, man. I knew this would be a good show.
I appreciate you having me on, man. Like I don't know why you wanted me on here, but
well, all right. So no. Well, remember, all right. So second helping is coming up, and at some point, you and I are going to talk kung fu movies. Okay.
Okay.
Are you down with that?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do that. All right. So cool. And on that note, fam, I'm out. Say goodbye, brother.
Later, y'all. Have a good one.